Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Golden State Warriors' epic disaster took ironic twist in free agency. When it comes to disastrous decisions the Golden State Warriors have made, at least in recent history, few come close to the franchise's choice to select James Wiseman with the second overall pick in the 2020 NBA Draft. Hoping to develop another all-star that could lead a new generation and extend their dynasty, Wiseman was anything but for the Warriors before he was traded in February last year after just 60 games with the franchise. Much has been made of what Golden State could or should have done with the second pick instead, including on the latest episode of the Hoop Collective where ESPN's Tim Bontemps didn't hold back in his review of the selection. They draft James Wiseman, that obviously was a disaster. There was talk at the time about them considering Tyrese Haliburton with this pick, Bontemps said. Certainly should have done that, should have gone in basically any direction but James Wiseman, who has been a bust of pretty epic proportions. While Wiseman has career averages of 9.1 points and 5.6 rebounds, Haliburton has already developed into a 2x All-Star, All-NBA third-team selection, an Olympic gold medalist, and a franchise player on an Indiana Pacers team who reached the Eastern Conference Finals last season. There's doubts about whether Haliburton was a realistic option for the Warriors given he wasn't ultimately taken till the 12th pick, but the Warriors unquestionably like the 6 feet 5 inches guard as they've acknowledged in the years since. The whole debacle has now taken an ironic twist this offseason. After Golden State arguably had a choice between Wiseman and Haliburton at the draft, the two will now team up together from next season. Following just over a year with the Detroit Pistons, Wiseman signed a 2-year, $4.8 million contract, second-year team option, with the Pacers in free agency. If Haliburton can help his fellow 2020 lottery pick develop and shake the bust tag, that will only add insult to injury for Golden State. At least the Warriors can say they've still got something from that draft decision, having moved Wiseman in exchange for Gary Payton II, who remains on the roster entering next season. Grade the mock trade idea: Golden State Warriors replace Klay Thompson with Chris Middleton. The Golden State Warriors decided to part ways with one of their greatest players ever, Klay Thompson, who signed a 3-year, $50 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks this summer in an effort to retool around Stephen Curry, who is coming off a magical Olympics debut where he averaged a team-high 14.8 points per game on 48.4% from three. In an effort for the Warriors to get back to title contention, they can take a risk on Chris Middleton, the former 2-time All-Star for the Milwaukee Bucks who could be primed for a bounce-back season. This is a surprising trade idea that could give the Warriors fresh blood since Middleton is a natural sharpshooter and perimeter defender, while the Bucks get a fresh dose of athleticism and youth. The Golden State Warriors have long been synonymous with the Splash Brothers, a duo that has revolutionized the NBA with their unparalleled shooting prowess. However, with Klay Thompson gone, the Warriors might look to retool by bringing in Chris Middleton, a player who offers both shooting and defensive skills that fit perfectly with the Warriors' system. Middleton, a 2-time All-Star, is known for his ability to knock down shots from beyond the arc and his solid perimeter defense. His career average of 38.8% from three-point range would complement Stephen Curry's dynamic playmaking, creating a new version of the Splash Brothers that could reignite the Warriors' title hopes. Middleton's ability to play off the ball would be crucial in the Warriors' system, which relies heavily on movement and spacing. While his recent seasons have been marred by injuries, Middleton still averaged 15.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game on 38.1% from three in the 2023-24 season, showing he can still contribute at a high level when healthy. His mid-range game also adds another dimension to the Warriors' offense, providing them with a reliable scoring option outside of Curry, especially in clutch situations where Thompson used to thrive. The Warriors could hope that a change of scenery and a renewed focus on winning could help Middleton return to his all-star form. Moreover, Middleton's experience and leadership would be invaluable to a Warriors team that is transitioning from the core that won 3 championships. With Draymond Green and Stephen Curry still on the roster, adding a seasoned veteran like Middleton could help maintain the team's competitive edge while also giving the younger players someone to learn from. If Middleton can stay healthy and find his rhythm in the Warriors system, he could be the perfect addition to help Curry chase another championship. For the Milwaukee Bucks, this trade represents an opportunity to refresh their roster by adding younger and more athletic pieces in Andrew Wiggins and Moses Moody. Wiggins, who averaged 13.2 points and 4.5 rebounds per game in the 2023-24 season, is an explosive athlete who can provide the Bucks with much-needed energy on both ends of the floor. His ability to slash to the basket and finish at the rim adds a different dimension to the Bucks' offense, which has sometimes relied too heavily on perimeter shooting. Defensively, Wiggins is versatile enough to guard multiple positions, fitting well alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo in a switch-heavy scheme. Of course, the aim will be to get Wiggins back to the high level he showed during the Warriors' 2022 championship run. Moses Moody, a promising young guard, brings additional upside with his combination of shooting and defensive potential. While he has yet to fully break out in the NBA, Moody showed flashes of his talent during the 2023-24 season, where he averaged 8.1 points per game on 36% shooting from beyond the arc. His youth and work ethic make him an intriguing prospect for the Bucks, who could develop him into a key contributor alongside their core. Moody's ability to space the floor and his growing confidence on defense could help the Bucks maintain their status as one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, while also planning for the future. This trade also gives the Bucks financial flexibility moving forward. By moving Middleton's sizable contract, they reduce their long-term salary obligations, which could allow them to pursue other moves in free agency or at the trade deadline. With Giannis still in his prime, the Bucks need to find the right balance between winning now and building for the future, and this trade could help them do just that by bringing in younger players who can contribute immediately while still having room to grow. Warriors trade package to Bucks for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Golden State Warriors have gone 0 of 2 on their trade targets this summer, leaving Stephen Curry with a roster that is far from championship contention. They missed out on trading for Paul George before free agency started, then failed again when they attempted to go after Lauri Markkanen from the Utah Jazz. As he showed during the Olympics, Curry is still one of the best players in the NBA. But at 36 years old, Golden State's championship window, if it still exists, is slowly closing shut. However, an NBA champion believes there is still a way for Curry and the Warriors to prevent that window from closing completely. On a recent episode of Ticket and the Truth, NBA champion Paul Pierce said the Warriors can revive their championship contender status by trading for Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. The only way I see Golden State getting back to where they need to get back is if they could find a way to get Giannis over there. Pierce did clarify that he doesn't have any insider information, but rather is just picturing a pathway for Golden State to make its way back to the upper echelon of the league. Since becoming a media personality, Pierce has had a tendency to spew out controversial takes, to say the least. However, the Boston Celtics legend made a good point here. The Warriors are still looking to make the most of whatever is left of Curry's prime. Meanwhile, the Bucks have had multiple early playoff exits since winning the NBA championship in 2021. Most of their core is getting older and hasn't been healthy over the last few years. Milwaukee is still a title contender as long as Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard are there. But if they endure another disappointing playoff run, there is a possibility that the Bucks could blow it up and embark on a rebuild by trading their franchise superstar. With that said, let's indulge Paul Pierce's dream scenario for the Warriors and put together a potential trade package that the Warriors can offer the Bucks to land Giannis Antetokounmpo in the Bay Area to play with Stephen Curry. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Giannis Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.